Imagine this. You're stuck in a situation where your bank is restricting your access to your own money. What if I told you that there's a way to legally bypass those restrictions, regain control over your funds, and do it without breaking any laws? Stick with me until the end, and I'll show you exactly how to navigate the maze of banking restrictions while keeping everything perfectly legal. There's a method to this that many overlook, and it could make a huge difference in how you manage your finances. Now, you might be thinking, how is this even possible? Well, let's break it down. I've spent years researching and experimenting with banking systems, and from what I've learned, there are several legal loopholes and strategies that can help you bypass banking restrictions, and today I'm going to reveal them. First, let's talk about structured banking. Banks are required to follow certain regulations, which sometimes include placing holds on your account or freezing your funds. The first thing you can do to bypass these restrictions is to structure your withdrawals. For example, if your bank has a limit on how much you can withdraw or transfer in a single transaction, you can break those transactions down into smaller amounts. By doing this, you avoid hitting the bank's automatic red flags and triggering any holds on your account. This might seem basic, but it's one of the most effective ways to ensure you have access to your money when you need it. But that's just the beginning. Another strategy you can use is offshore banking. Offshore accounts, when set up properly, can help you access your money without being restricted by the regulations of your home country. Now, I know what you're thinking. Offshore banking sounds sketchy. Let me clarify. As long as you're transparent and comply with tax laws, setting up an offshore account is perfectly legal. It provides you with an additional layer of security and flexibility. The key here is to use trusted and compliant offshore banking options, like those in jurisdictions that have strong privacy protections. This could be the game changer if you're dealing with tight restrictions in your home country. Another method that many people don't consider is using digital currencies, or cryptocurrency. The beauty of using digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum is that they operate outside the traditional banking system. Banks can't restrict your ability to transact in crypto, which means you can bypass the standard banking restrictions that are often imposed on traditional currencies. Of course, you still need to be aware of the risks. Cryptocurrency is volatile, and you need to follow regulations related to taxation and reporting. But when done correctly, this can be an incredibly effective tool for avoiding banking restrictions. Now, here's something really important that you should consider. It's crucial to stay informed about financial regulations. Laws and banking policies change all the time, and what might work today could be blocked tomorrow. Staying up to date on these changes will help you adapt your strategies and avoid any issues. One thing I always do is make sure to consult with a legal expert or financial advisor who specializes in banking law. They can offer tailored advice based on your specific situation. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the curve. These strategies aren't widely talked about, and by using them, you'll have the ability to legally bypass banking restrictions and keep your finances in check. But here's the catch. It's important to act quickly. Don't wait for a situation where you're locked out of your accounts. Start planning now and implement these methods before you find yourself in a bind. If you got value from this video, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me keep creating more content like this. You never know what valuable tip I might share next.